I can feel like 80 rats in my Marys. Me and Drizzy back to back, it's getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like Justin Terry.
Hello, listeners and viewers. This is the Faison View podcast. You already know, episode 167, 67 to be exact, man. Stay aware, man. In these times, what you gotta do is stay aware, man. Hey, you already know it's a vibe out here. It's a vibe. Hey, look, every single Thursday, 5 p.m., hey, tune in. Let's get it, listeners and supporters. Color Power, CLR, P-O-W-E-R, CLR, P-O-W-E-R. That's IG. And also, my website is 1CLRPOWER.com, 1CLRPOWER.com. Just like every single Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm just letting you guys know about the opportunity with joining Forex and how it can change your life, how it can change your family's life, and giving you residual income, especially in a time like this. And also, you can be making money off of marketing, and you can be making money off of really learning stocks and learning how to trade, man. It's a great necessity to have, man. Make sure you tune in. Hit me up if you have any questions, man. Join the team, man. You already know. The topics we have here today for you, you already know. What are we learning from 2020 leading into 2021? And I'm going to give you my spin on that. Secondly, the top 7, no particular order, black comedians. Top 7 black comedians. That means catalog, stand-up, everything included. You know how we doing it. Look, let's look here. Reasons why quarantine is breaking up relationships. Because it's happening. Trust, it's happening out here. People are going crazy with each other. Lastly, would you rather have 0 taste buds or eat your least favorite food at least once a day every single day of your life? I don't know about that. You already know. Hey, we in this building. Hey. Let's go, man. Let's go. Topics we have here, you already know. First and foremost, what I'm about to get started on is what we learned from 2020, man. 2020 has been a year to remember. When we look back on this, I just want us to say we got through this, and prayers to all the families that are affected. Prayers to the families that have been affected. Hey, we just want to keep strong as a whole. And what I really feel like we learned from 2020. I'll give you my list right now, is marketing your brand. Number 1, I feel like there's no particular order, but if I were to say number 1 overall is marketing your brand. Because during this time of quarantine, it's a lot. It's 17 million unemployed. So you have a lot of people unemployed, and honestly, it's time to take advantage of your brand, man, and build for oneself and put money into yourself and invest in yourself and really building brands, getting your creativity up. Like we see all these IG lives and quarantine radio Tory Lanez doing is amazing. A marketing plan. He just also dropped the album. I know a lot of people don't have the leverage as Tory Lanez because he is an artist, he's a rapper. But just know he worked hard to get there too. Like just market yourself, man. I feel like that's number 1 key before anything, man. Start understanding and getting into another trait. Start doing hobbies that you've never done before. Like and was always interested in, man. These times are tough, so you really have to just delve into yourself, man. Become an entrepreneur, man. It's not like you can't work on the side, you can't work a full-time job, man, but you can also become an entrepreneur and put money in your own pockets, you feel me? So I feel like first and foremost is marketing yourself and branding yourself. And another thing, we have 0 control. I just hope you understand that and that's just been the biggest eye-opener for me in this situation. Like, we have 0 control, like, at all. We don't have control over anything that's going on. So, hey, while we're here and we're blessed to be here, like, honestly, all I can say is just take advantage of every breath that you breathe in and really just make it worthwhile, man. Make it worthwhile, because I know times is looking crazy. And that's just one thing all of us have to understand. We have no control. But one thing we can control is staying home and staying away from all the things that we don't want to be in, you feel me, at all. Another thing that we're noticing during this 2020 time, especially in this quarantine time, higher divorce rate. What this quarantine has done to a lot of relationships, sadly, is really raised the divorce rate, and it's really because a lot of people knowing that they can't live with each other, especially for a long period of time. This is going on, particularly in the Maryland, D.C. area, for about I would say a month and a half, going on to a month and a half soon. So that time and being in the house with somebody just stuck in the house, even though you may get out and do certain things, but you're still in that one contained area. If y'all do not get along, then it's sadly, boy. I feel like when we get out of this situation, in 2020 is really teaching us is to be aware of larger crowds that we are in. Me working with the Washington Wizards, the Capitals, and Monument of Sports, and understanding like where I'm working now and how that can be affected to me. We all know germs. We all know wash our hands. It's a lot of people that, of course, you had to this situation for them to do that. But at the end of the day, it's like we're as a country gonna be 1,000 times more aware of our surroundings. And then larger crowds. You got concerts, stadiums, and it's just very unfortunate because it's just like in the back of our minds from now leading on to 2021 and further down the line, we're just gonna be so mindful about and kind of scared and a little traumatized. Even though when this is over, we're gonna rush back outside. But honestly, like you gotta think about it before you just rush back outside, because just a new study just happened or was updated today or yesterday, was just the fact that these recovering coronavirus patients and people, it can reoccur again. So it's not something that can't reoccur. Like if you got it, they're saying that you're possible to get it again. So it's just like we just gotta be mindful of that and aware of larger crowds and larger areas that we're gonna be in after all this is gone and dies down. So I would say like OCD with staying clean, and hey man, it just make sure we protect ourselves. I would say this might be the most important, is saving and stacking up your money for these type of situations. What this 2020 has brought us is just like understanding that life can happen to anyone at any given second, and the whole country and the whole world is going through the same pandemic. This is a pandemic, that means it's worldwide. So a lot of people are affected. Like I said earlier, 17 million unemployed, and it's just like we just really have to be mindful and really have to put money aside for our loved ones, our families, and to eat, to survive. You feel me? So that's definitely key. And mindful eating habits, we have to like this. What this is showing us is just we have to like be mindful of the like a lot of stuff that we're eating. You know what I'm saying? Like and how much we're eating, because we just don't know when this is going to end, when this is going to stop, and when anything of this is going to happen. And we don't know when that day will come, and I hope it doesn't, and we're praying or it doesn't. Like these grocery stores and stuff, if we're to end up closing or something, you feel me? So it's just like being mindful of what you're putting in your body, and really being mindful of your loved ones, and really not trying to, even though it's just survival time at the end of the day, it's survival time. So you do what you got to do. And also, work out, get your body right. Everybody talking about this summer body, man. This is the time. You inside now. And for everyone that's inside, man, like I understand that you may feel a way about, of course, criminals and being being jail and stuff. But just imagine what they go through on a daily basis, being contained in a little room, But you have houses and apartments and condos. So just be mindful of that, and really be mindful that there's homeless people out there. So just don't take anything for granted. You feel me? Like prayers to everyone. Make sure that everyone is good. Hey, and just make sure you send your prayers to all your loved ones, to everyone, man. Like that's just most important. So man, get your bodies right while we in this. Ain't nothing we can do right now, but take care of our bodies, take care of ourselves, our loved ones, family and friends, So, on to a lighter note, comedians. Hey. Top 7 black comedians. I said 7 because I couldn't really do a 5 per se. I feel like I would go over a little bit, so I said top 7. And this is just me personally, who I think. First, and I don't think this is in order. This is not in order for me, but first, Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is really a real all-time legend. Dave Chappelle, if I could be wrong, but if not, was the real first black African-American comedian to really, even though you did have Steve Harvey and stuff, but like to have a show that is kind of like, in a way that is like, it's like skits. And it's just funny skits, but it's also a TV show. So what Dave Chappelle did just set so many records, and it was just like Dave Chappelle's show was a timeless show with all hits, and he's just an amazing actor. He's an amazing stand-up comedian. All around, Dave Chappelle is that guy. So I would say Dave Chappelle. I feel like a lot of people forget out this person, Bernie Mac, rest in peace, because Bernie Mac came from that era of the real cutthroat, kind of like Red Fox, Richard Pryor comedy, where it was just, and like you just didn't know what he was gonna say. Like, and Paul Mooney, he comes from that type of background of comedy that's just cutthroat. Like, but Bernie Mac was just straight hilarious. Like the Bernie Mac show is legendary as well, so legendary, very insightful. Definitely rest in peace, Bernie. Bernie doesn't get enough credit, especially for the movies he's been in, etc. Like, he doesn't get enough credit. He's definitely in my top black comedians in general. I just said black comedians because you could put in a lot of different, Jerry Seinfeld, Will Ferrell, but I'm just saying black comedians particular right now. Next, I would say Martin. Martin, probably the best sitcom show ever. Like, best sitcom show ever. And the same thing as Martin, and the next person I'm going to say is Eddie Murphy, is what they did with changing characters. Like, Martin had Shanae Dragonfly Jones, Otis the cop, Jerome in the house, like so many much more. Like, all characters in one. It just shows the work ethic. Like, and then like Big Mama House, and then like with Eddie Murphy, and that's the next person I'm gonna name, with Eddie Murphy, him playing so many characters, Coming to America, playing like 8 characters in the barbershop, and that's just different. And what they did, and Richard Pryor set that mold. It's just what they did was just really timeless, and we really should appreciate them as comedians, because they gave us some of the best work. Like I just said, Coming to America, of course. Martin has been in a ton of great movies as well. So is Eddie Murphy. I'm not even gonna go down the line, but just their catalog in both stand-up, their catalog in acting, their catalog in TV shows and hosting, Saturday Night Live, and him hosting, and Martin hosting Def Comedy Jam. Like, that was revolutionary, Def Comedy Jam, for the black community. So, like, him being that host, Martin is definitely a timeless one. And also, I just said Eddie Murphy. Another one, Katt Williams, man. You can never go to Katt Williams. Katt Williams, no matter what you say about Katt Williams is like, on this list, like, everybody's funny, but on this list, like, he's pure comedy. Like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just his type of funny is just different. And with Katt Williams, hey, he's an amazing stand-up comedian as well. When you really talk about comedians, you really go to stand-up, and he exemplifies that. His Katt Williams stand-ups never fail. His movies, of course, always exciting. So no matter how you look at Katt Williams, he's a legend too. Mike Epps, like Mike Epps, bro, he's one of my boys, one of my favorites, man. Because Mike Epps is just genuinely just funny. Like, he's goofy funny. Like, anywhere you go, he can make you laugh funny. Like, a lot of people, you know, like Martin per se, like, if you probably meet him as a person, he's funny, of course, I think, but I like, Martin is kind of introverted. But with Mike Epps, like, I feel like he'd walk in the room and make anybody laugh. Like, Mike Epps is so stupid. Like, to this day, next Friday is one of my favorite movies because of Mike Epps. Like, girl, you supposed to be 5,000 worried about how, girl, what you doing over here? He said, nah, that's not my baby. That's my baby. and then got sprayed. Nah, Mike Epps is hilarious. Hilarious. Motherfucker be breathing though. New cupcake came out. That's a bammo. She know all the 2000 snacks. And Mike Epps is hilarious, bro. So definitely Mike Epps and Richard Pryor, who set the mode for everybody. Richard Pryor, not my time, but he's like one of those. He's like one of those figures like Michael Jordan. Like he's a legendary figure because he set the mode for everybody I just named. So definitely Richard Pryor and him just setting the mode for everybody. He's a legendary status for real. Definitely Hall of Famer of comedians. So man, back to another segment. You know what I'm saying, talking about relationships and why a lot of relationships are not working during the quarantine. Man, I'm gonna go back to that. So, cause I just find it interesting, man. Like I find it interesting that you can really find out about a person with living with, especially living with them, but also a situation like this, which has never happened in the history of the country and other countries, I'm sure as well. But like reasons I think is space. Of course, you need your own personal space. You need time to miss one another. You know, like being in a house crammed up, like you need time to miss one another. Like the marriages with timing, they don't really care about none of this that's going on because they have timing. And that's another one too. I would say timing, because if you don't have timing with your partner, you're really not going to understand each other within these times. Y'all going to be butting heads. I would say right and wrong, sanitary, like right and wrong, and also just being sanitary, like what's right and wrong in this situation, because you got a lot of people that's like don't really care about it. On one side, just like, nah, forget this, like, and going about it nonchalant. Then you got one person that's real serious, like, no, you don't need to be going out, you don't need to be doing nothing. You know, you need to be staying in this house, So that can butt heads just about the whole situation. You feel me? That can butt heads. Organization is another key. Organization, making sure your space is organized and cluttered. You may have a person that's like real organized, but another person that's real cluttered and they don't really care because they're not going to work every day now. So now they just like whatever, you feel me? And just maybe being lazy or just not trying to clean up. And then you're going to have another person that's, controlling. So another big one, like you may have somebody in a relationship, no matter who it is, or both parties just being so controlling over each other and what they want to do and how they want to do it. So that can definitely be conflicting within being in a house all day long. And you have people that work from home, and maybe you have somebody in the household that work from home and one that doesn't. And you be looking at another person like, God, this one ain't doing nothing. She ain't doing nothing, but they can't control it in these times. These unfortunate times we never seen. And lastly, like most importantly, when hard times hit, real life hits. Like when hard times hit, that's when it shows you the true character of your relationship and your marriage. It shows the true character of how you will overcome through adversity, because without adversity, like that defines you as a person. So you need adversity throughout life, and this is the biggest adversity anybody can, because if you getting through these relationships and marriages through this, you can get through anything, because in a relationship, you may have kids in a relationship, you may have not, but regardless, it's still a tough time on everyone. So just being mindful of that, man. Hey, man, everyone stay strong, man. I gotta stay strong, feel me? Stay strong, because times is crazy. Lastly, you already know, would you rather have zero, I mean absolutely zero, none, taste buds, or eat your least favorite meal or food once a day? I mean, people may think this is a no-brainer, but I like, one food I'm not really a fan of at all, spaghetti. Like, I like spaghetti on certain days. It may be cool, but like, not all the time. So if I was to eat that every day, I would be so annoyed. But like, to have zero taste buds, you can't even taste nothing that you eat. So definitely, and that's one of the things that they were saying that the coronavirus has. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine, because I can't go without knowing what I'm tasting and taste buds. Nah, I need my taste buds, bro, on point. You feel me? Anything I'm eating, I need to know. You know what I'm saying? But also that can work in mysterious ways too. You know, you had like medicine, like you happen to take medicine and you hate medicine, but you need to take it, but you don't taste it. You never know, man. You never know. But I definitely would not side with the no taste buds. I definitely eat my least favorite food every day, once a day. I would have to fade. So guess what, man? Love you guys, man. Thank you, listeners and supporters, for coming every single week, Thursday, 5 p.m. Man, make sure you get at me. The most colorful, handcrafted, best jewelry in the world. Color Power, CLR-POWER. CLR-POWER. Man, you can go to my website, 1CLRPOW.com. 1CLRPOW.com, man. Just thank you guys, man. In these trying times, man, keep on tuning in, man. I'm going to keep on giving you good content. And also, like I was telling you last but not least, make sure you tune in. Make sure you get your mental right, man. Hit me up. And really learn about this opportunity for us that can change lives, especially in a situation like this, man. So, hey, man, let's get it, man. Love you guys, man. Make sure you tune in every Thursday, 5 p.m. I'm out. You already know I'm out. Ah.